SOAR is actually quite nice this morning. Quite nice. And then for some reason, WBUY keeps failing on that trend line. WBUY doesn't want to close above. It's going to need to break above that line if it wants to go. Interesting. Yeah, no, SOAR definitely cooked. Interesting, Cap. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, Virus. Ayo, how are you? Patricia, good morning. Carla, good morning. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Jericho. Lizzie, good morning. V-Dog, good morning. Mitchell, good morning. PP, good morning. Azul, good morning. You cooked, by the way, with SMCI. I don't know why it's not. Yeah, there goes Bitcoin with a bit of a bounce. But yeah, I wanted to look at SMCI. SMCI. Azul the criminal. Yeah, after hours to $30. Yup, that was very nice. And then it just kind of went to the abyss. I think that initial excitement was nice. Edgar, good morning. Good morning, T Robot. Omega, good morning. Christopher, good morning. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, William. Good morning, D. Garden, good morning, River. Good morning, West. Good morning, Ace. Good morning, Jay. Good morning. Good morning, Lowboy. It was a lot more cooking. I saw. Yeah. That $30 run. The one time you trash it, it goes. Yeah, you could not have expected that though. I mean, yesterday was the day because that was the decision day. Something had to happen yesterday, right? Something really had to happen. They had to do something yesterday, so they did the bare minimum, and the stock said okay. So yeah. WeBuy looks interesting. So was cooking this morning. So congratulations if you got into this one. That was a really good breakout, right? This is again, people love the breakouts. This chart is actually really nice because you can see the breaks all over the place, like the breakout and then the retest on the right hand side, and then a brand new breakout right there, and then cooking. So maybe we're coming back for a retest, maybe. But let's see if we can hold above 50 cents into the market open. WeBuy looks interesting too, but that thing needs a bit more volume. And then there's a whole bunch of other names like NCNC. This one was up quite nicely in pre-market, and then PRFX. Um, and then HCWB. You know what's interesting though? Like that 180 level we talked about, it actually broke above that level this morning and went all the way back up to $2.15. So, interesting. And then TRNR had news this morning, and it looks like it's consolidating at $3.95. So we're going to keep an eye on that level. Alrighty. Yeah, Grim the Criminal, guys. Sonoma, yeah, I saw the news in Sonoma. I'm going to take a look. Sonoma. This is one of those stocks. Like every so often, it crashes and then it runs again. Um, so I'm not quite sure where your position is, Paul. So you're gonna have to let me know. Alrighty, so this looks like it's coming back to retest a breakout area. So watch for 310-ish. If it can stay above 310, that should be okay. And if that thing breaks above 350, it's ready to cook more. I'm not sure if you're looking for short, long, random stuff. Good morning. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Natalia. Good morning, Dan. Nikolai, good morning. Consolidating around 200 as well. SPAI. Okay, I'll take a look. Take a look, scheme. Yeah, let's see if SOAR can consolidate about 50 cents going into the open. And WeBuy, Grim is sitting right there, right there. The longer it sits here, the more, the more resistance it's building just because it's going sideways and trending down. So that's a problem. But it looks interesting if it can get some volume to the upside here now. Block all of that. Let's see. Okay, let me take a look. SPAI, Nikolai. Are you sure that's the right thing, Bob? Ciao, ciao. Uh, no news on it. Okay, yeah, just make sure that it breaks below 310 then. SPAI. Save group. It's below the 200, Nikolai. They had news. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's below the 200 there. So yeah, let's see if we can reclaim it. You, Jay, your first $200. Congratulations. Yeah, that again, that's another one of those benefits of being a part of like the community. Is we get up the stream and then news drops. Like look at this stock. Look at what happened last night, right? So look at this. So, well, not last night. Like at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, there was news that came out about Trump and potential. Let's call it potential. Potentially, getting involved with these guys, right? And that stock went from $11 and it just cooked. If I can fix my charts, right? So, I mean, it's still sitting at $32, but this thing was a lot higher last night. So, okay. I think so $38 is the highest we've been so far. I think so. And then this morning we had a weird spike to like almost $40, but then started selling off. Right. So very good run on this one. BKKT. Now it's a bit on the expensive side though. SMCI looks like it's curling back above 27 for you, Azul. WBUY is all of a sudden like again it's still trending down, but all of a sudden like just trending down on the downtrend, so which is really interesting. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it, see if it does anything, right? For now, though, the main play going into the open is SOAR, right? SOAR. So let's see if anything happens there. NCNC is below the 200, but holding 23 cents ish for support. So we can keep that on watch as well. PRFX, again, also trending below the 200, but then has a potential double bottom at the $1.16. So again, like I've said, previously, the reason why we don't really count these names out at the open is because they all look sus and garbage and below the 200, but then all of a sudden you get a nice spike at the open and then it catches on, right? So like the fact that we have the open coming up, there's always that element of hope. TRNR also looks interesting too. Like it's below the 200 and it's creating a bit of support at 390. This is the one that Azul mentioned. Not Azul. Grim mentioned last week, right? It had a nice little run and then came all the way back down to the abyss. Good morning. Right. So again, TRNR has a bit of support at 390-ish. So let's see if we can stay above that level and then pop at the open. Pop at the open. Alrighty. So kind of like that demand zone there at 390. Kind of like it. Okay, so let's move on here. Moving on. Yeah, let me pull up Sonoma. I think that's the name Paul was thinking about shorting. Is it? Maybe not this one, Paul. It was his name. Yeah. So yeah, Paul, that was my concern for you though, right? So you see what I mean? So you can short something, but like again, that's resistance, that's a breakout, that's a retest. So if it breaks below this level, yeah, it's gonna show you some weakness. But if it stays below that level, to me, it just looks like a retest. Alrighty. So let's see what it does. Now it's forming brand new double tops at 350. So 350 is still resistance. So maybe that would have been the level to potentially look for a gamble short, right? Because then it's created brand new resistance at 350, right? So there's new resistance right there now. So again, breakout, resistance, and then retest. So let's see what happens there. Question for you guys in the chat with 2 minutes to go. What's your favorite stock going into the open, guys? Is it SOAR? Is it WBUY? Maybe WBUY can get some vibes at the open. Some vibes at the open. So again, TRNR looks okay there still. I kind of have the name from yesterday, HCWB, just on watch because it had a bit of a comeback today, but we'll see. SOAR, TRNR, below $4. Okay, sounds good. NQ, what else? I know. ZNQ. Okay, let me see. TRNR. And then the other one was good morning, chef man. GMM is your favorite name? Okay. Yeah, Bob, you usually have these weird names that are not moving yet. You like those ones for some reason. So it looks like, yeah, Sonoma really failed at that resistance, but it's also holding that, this little retest line we just drew there. So $3.20, Paul, if that's something you're interested in. It needs to break below that level. Again, SOAR, right? One of the top gainers, if not the top gainer right now, I think. Just ruined that. Okay. Ruined. Okay, yeah. So SOAR is the top name, followed by NCNC coming into the open. Not that it makes a huge difference, but just wanted to pull that up. SOAR. Okay, perfect. Anyway, so market opened, right? TRNR retesting the 200. So let's see if it stays above it. If not, again, be patient at the open, right? And then SOAR just said, hey, you know what, guys? My name is SOAR. Like, why don't I just do that? You know? Like, they call me SOAR for a reason. Yeah. They call me that for a reason, huh? Anyway, so let's see where this candle closes at though. You know what I mean? Again, like these candles are fun at the open, but then the next second we're erasing those candles. Okay, let's see. Let's see. $207%, 211. That is pretty nice, actually. Pretty nice. If you're holding SOAR, type in yes in the chat. If you're in SOAR, type in yes in the chat. So other than this, TRNR is selling off. WeBuy looks like rubbish. SMCI with a bit of a dip. BKKT looks like it wants more, right? So that high early this morning was right below $40. So let's see if it can get to $40, right? Sonoma doesn't look bad at all. It's still stalling in that range though, right? So it's going to need to again break above the top of the range if it wants to cook, right? So just be mindful if this thing breaks below 320 because it's opening up room all the way down to $3. So it's really going to need to find a way to consolidate. And it kind of looks like we're stalling at 65 for now. As soon as I say that, this thing is going to break above 65 cents, right? So, but again, not bad at all. Not bad at all. SOAR. There it goes. Right. So the main name, the only name showing some vibes coming into the open, and it's cooking at the open. So that's good. But again, resistance at 65 cents though. So just be mindful. Make sure you're paying yourself on the way up, or at the very least, you have a minimum take profit level. At this point, for me though, like you kind of want that thing to stay above 50 cents, right? The low of the day for now is 54. So I know there's going to be a retest at some point, but you kind of want it to maybe give you a double bottom, but stay above 55 cents, right? And Grim TFPP, okay. Still hope. No. Okay, sounds good. 65, 111. 112. There it goes. 115, 117. Let's see if we can get a candle that closes above 60. Oh, there it goes. That thing said, "Yup, I want to do it." Yeah, the spread is getting a bit crazy, but it's looking good. So here comes a test of 70 cents. That last candle was 71. So let's see. I was fully expecting like a crazy candle and like a crazy candle to test the downside. That thing is like, nope, nope. That's a lot of strength. You got in at 28 cents to meet. Congratulations. Well done. Here comes 70 cents again. And we just retested the high of the previous candle. Now we're, it's just sitting in a supply zone, but this thing has a lot of momentum. And there it goes. Right? There it goes. Make sure you're moving those stop losses up though, right? So if this thing decides to drop on a fat red candle, you don't want to be sitting there like looking like, oh my goodness, I didn't know it was going to drop. Right? There will be a retest at some point, but this thing looks amazing. So hopefully when it does drop and consolidates, it comes back with this much volume because that's some really nice price action there. It just doesn't want to drop. It looks like WBUY came back to 2150. And TRNR looks like garbage still. BKKT is dropping. Sonoma is dropping. So everybody wants a piece of like SOAR. SOAR and WBUY. Grim, are you still in that WBUY position or you got rid of it? That thing actually dropped quite nicely to 1850. Wow. So it looks like this supply zone was the level for SOAR here to fill at, and A just got halted up. So here comes our retest. How much of a dip do we actually get though? That's the question. TRNR is all the way in the abyss, right below the 200 now. So that thing is going to need to consolidate there. NCNC looks like it's pushing up a bit. Resistance at 27 cents. This one is selling off. WBUY kind of looks a bit sus now. BKKT is coming back up to your next resistance, 35.20. And then SMCI got slapped a bit there. And yeah, so there goes Sonoma, right? So Sonoma again breaking below that 320 brings it all the way closer to $3. So it looks like it's bouncing up 305. Interesting. It's looking like it wants to cook here though. Sonoma. I wish this thing was closer to 290 actually. Chris, click on the join link at the bottom, and then yeah, it's gonna tell you. It's gonna tell you. $0.60 for support on this thing. If it gets that low, right? If it even gets that low, I think that's the beauty of like nothing else running. Is people are looking at this and just buying the random dips. Like, look at that, it just exploded up, right? So waiting for 60 cents is nice if it gets that low. There goes 240%, 245. My goodness. So it looks like our next little obstacle here is closer to 75 cents. Closer to 75 cents. Shish. Let me look at what Sonoma is doing here. Actually, yeah, I wish Sonoma was a little bit lower. Um, 305 is pretty tempting though for this thing. Like anywhere between 310 and 305 is tempting, but I kind of want it a bit lower. Sonoma, a liquidity candle would be nice. So we'll be patient with that one. Anyways, here goes new highs, guys, for SOAR. My goodness, there goes 75 cents. Uh, okay, yeah. So 75 cents resistance there. BKKT, yeah, new highs 36. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, again, make sure you're paying yourself up on the way up, guys, on stuff like this. Right, it feels amazing when you're in there. Just make sure you're paying yourself on the way up. At the very least, move your stop loss up. At the very least. PRFX for short position. Uh, I I would wait for that thing to break down again, right? So yeah, just because again you're potentially shorting something that's been sitting at the same price for the last 5 minutes. Uh, so if I wanted to short this thing, I would fully wait for like for the bottom to break out. Like just open the bottom and then yeah. Unless you've been short at a higher price, then that's fine, right? If you're looking for brand new short, then that's a different story. But yeah, if it's holding this level like this, and yeah, yeah, below, yeah, exactly. So if it can break below, then yeah, absolutely. That's just confirmation that it wants to go lower. So again, when you're looking for a short, either we break below the bottom or we retest like a trend and then fail at the trend, and then you can short at a higher level, because that's a tough level. It's 50-50 at that point. There goes Sonoma, guys. There goes Sonoma. We should have taken that Sonoma at 305, 310. Because look at that thing cook. Right? It looked like it wanted to bounce. I think I was just being greedy with wanting a smaller 10 more cents is what I wanted. But don't think we're gonna get that 10 cents now, huh? Or not? Don't think we're gonna get that. But this thing is all over the place, though. It's another thing too when you get crazy spike candles like this. You can't really trust them either. But let's see. SOAR is not going to give up, but again, you can clearly see the supply zone now, though, right? So 75 is a bit of a problem. 75. Let me look at NVIDIA virus. Is it cooking? So NVIDIA has earnings tomorrow. That's going to be an interesting day. I wonder if today is just buy the dips, buy the dips, buy the dips, pump into earnings virus, pump into earnings. There goes Sonoma actually. Sonoma just had a nasty candle. I mean, this is what we wanted. That is what we wanted, that retest, right? Do we still want the retest with the way that it dropped to that level? That's the question. That is the question now. What's the volume on? Actually, let's see. Oh, I see. Okay. Touch and go. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance up there. So maybe it's gonna start to maybe it's gonna, is it halted up? Yeah, exactly. That's the problem, Ian, right? So look at that. I'm glad you didn't short this thing. My goodness, that thing would have entered you. Oof, my God. That thing said, yeah, you want to short me? Yeah, that's the problem. So yeah, when something is sitting at the bottom like that for 5 minutes, yeah, you want to be very careful. If you short it, they're gonna rocket it back up. Yeah, yeah, that's a pretty nice pop. It's a very nice pop. Okay. So yeah, glad you waited as well. Let's see what happens there. And SOAR again has a lot of resistance up there, so nobody should be buying that thing anyways at that price because there's resistance, right? So let's see if we can sell off and consolidate. They tried slapping you, yeah. Yep, yep. Yeah, no, you only short like if you see that it's clearly at resistance, like for example, like stuff like this, right? Like it's clearly at resistance, it's failing for multiple candles, or you have a support level that it breaks below. If not, yeah, you want to stay away when it's consolidating like that at the bottom, especially right after the open, because it might just be people taking profits and building support ready to rock back up. So yeah, you want to be very careful. Very careful. Uh, Supply zone at the 200. Okay, sounds good. Let's see if this thing can test 60 cents and actually stay above 60 cents. Let's see. 60 cents, getting close. Going back up. No, it's retesting the breakout. It's retesting this last breakout. So look to the left hand side there, right? Resistance, breakout, and then retest. So the question now is, can we stay above that level though? Can we stay above it? That's the question. That is the question. PRFX is still halted up. It's a pretty nice pop. A pretty nice pop. Yeah, Nvidia does look nice. Are you doing anything with Nvidia virus, or you're just kind of watching it for now? BKKT came all the way back down, so a lot of volatility up and down. It looks like Sonoma is not going to work, is it? Well, I mean, it's coming right off 85 cents. So let's see what it does here. It's that thing either bounces here or it's done, right? So SNOA. So we hit 85 cents to 285 and then bounced. But that thing has a lot of selling pressure coming in though. So let's see if it actually ends up bouncing. It's now or never for this thing. I'm kind of not liking the spread on it. Like the ask is 292 and then the bid is all the way in the 80s, which is very interesting. Well, let's see if this candle bounces up the same level because that would be perfect, and then we can bounce back up, right? It's now or never. Now or never. This is the range we wanted, though. This is the range we wanted for Sonoma. Let's see if we get a bounce. SMCI. It's like your new favorite stock as well. Your new favorite stock. Let's see. You can see that it's holding the range, but then the buying pressure isn't coming in. Right? I think that's the problem with this stock. It just doesn't have any buying pressure. Let's see. Are you going to give us a bounce or are you done? That's very slow. Very, very slow. Very slow. You have 2 seconds. Is it halted down now? No, it's unhalted. It looks like it failed at a supply zone though. Looks like it failed at a supply zone. Maybe that was your chance to short it. It's halted down again. Yeah, it's salted again. Salted down. It looks like Sonoma is holding though. Again, there isn't any like very much buying pressure coming in, but it's holding the level that it's supposed to. Right. Again, left hand side retest. Right. Breakout retest. So let's see if it stays above that level. Come on. WBUY has actually done a good job, Grim, consolidating and pushing. Anybody stay in WBUY? Because that thing is looking better now. La, 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 la. Can we finally get a bounce on Sonoma here? Where did the volume go on this thing? Where did you take the volume to, Grim? What happened? This thing had all the vibes and all the volume. How did we go from 3.6 million to no volume at all? Yeah, there just isn't very much buying pressure coming in on Sonoma either. WBUY is all of a sudden getting the vibes out of nowhere. The real ones, uh, the real ones held. Grim, exactly. You stayed pyro. Okay, nice. Very, very, very nice. You were Mac. Are you still in it? I think that drop at the open was a bit scary, but at the end of the day, it found a way to stay above 20 cents, which is what it needed to do. Which is what it needed to do. SOAR is like, you know what, guys? You know what? You don't believe in me? I'm going to stay above 60 cents. I'm going to pop again. Stay above the 60 and pop. Yeah, let's see if we can get back above 70 cents. Yeah, it's trying to. Trying to. Did you buy the dip at LT? $0.70. Hmm. Yeah, that 70 cents is becoming a bit of an obstacle. So 60 versus 70. Sounds good. $60 versus 70. Yeah, we buy definitely wants to clear that 25. This one required a little bit of patience, Grim. A little bit of patience, and this is another reminder. Like that market open volatility is silly, right? Like this thing had some really good support at 20 cents the entire time, except for the one candle at the open, and it broke below, and now it's back to the top, which is very nice, right? So that's the problem with the open. Sometimes is you just cannot predict the way the candles are gonna go, breaking out versus testing the bottom side. So you want to be very careful. I bet you, some people's stop loss hit below 20 cents at the open with that candle, and then it came right back above like nothing. Like not seeing SMCI. Oof, Azul is smiling again. Smiling again, Azul. And then yeah, you obviously have resistance at 25 cents, guys. If you're holding a we buy. Ready? Yeah. Dan, why? What did I do? What did I do? TFFP and SMCI and WeBuy. All good trades. All good trades. Let's see. Looks like PRFX is going right back up again. Dan, you're not wrong. Not wrong. Not wrong. Interesting. Honestly, this thing is just annoying now, Yogi. Yeah, I hate when stuff like that happens because there was no need for that candle to drop below zero. And if that thing rockets now, I'm gonna be kind of annoyed. Understanding that it's part of the game, but still annoying. Right? For some reason, it just lost the volume. Right? So again, it's kind of looking like it wants to go though, even though it's below the 200, doesn't it, Yogi? Let's see what happens. If that thing gets a fat green candle, Yogi and I are gonna fight virus. For that chest pin, it was unbelievable. It was Dan's fault. Okay, well let's see what happens with this. Let's see what happens with that. And looks like Sonoma is breaking. SOAR is breaking below 60 cents here. We buy failed that resistance. You guys can kind of see though why like some people will wait 30 minutes for the market to relax before they look for positions. It's because of like inconsistencies like this. Some days the market just is at we're just all over the place with the levels. 117. Grim. Okay, it's a nice entry. Yeah, you have the view up at 136, 135, 136, 135. uh, you got stopped out of it, Christopher? Where did you put your stop loss at? Here comes your view up retest again, Grim. In front of these screens, it does. It does. It goes 136. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure you're really happy though that you did not short that thing. Huh. Maybe that's why they made those shares available. You is especially off the bottom here because that thing said, "Yep, catch me outside." I forwarded to you. Just make sure you're alone. I watched the video, virus, but it had copyright music. I was about to get a message from YouTube's. Okay. Yours looks different, Nikolai? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, yours looks a bit different. Yours looks a lot nicer. Maybe I played with the settings. I'm gonna have to look at the settings and tell you if my settings are the same. Uh, yeah, that's very interesting actually. Hmm. Yeah, I'll take a look. I'll take a look. Yeah, yours does look a lot nicer. Did I update the title? No. No, why? Uh, I'm just checking now. No, I don't think so. Why? Did something change? Yep, WeBuy is looking good. Looking good. It's because Grim and Lord Tunitin are buying the dipskis. That's why. These two criminals. It's the Grim curse. Yeah, criminals buying the dipskis. SOAR does look like it's trying to bounce again here, though. I don't think anybody thinks that this stock is done yet. So, but hopefully that's the bottom for now. Hopefully that retest to the 58 cents. Hopefully that's it. And SOAR is still playing with 290, isn't it, Yogi? Of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah, for some reason, like the buying pressure just disappeared on it. Just that poof, no more buying pressure. Everybody went to WeBuy and SOAR. Uh, Airport trip tomorrow. Where are you going? South Africa? Good morning, Troy. Don't tell me you're going golfing. Where are you going? Canadian 2025. Let's go. There goes 71 cents. PRFX is now halted down. That thing is all over the place. Hopefully you took those profits though, Grim. Looks like we should have just stuck with buying the dipskis on SOAR. 73. Oof. That thing is gonna make brand new highs, isn't it? Again, just keep in mind though that if you bought the dip, 75 is resistance already. You sold the bag, monies. If you bought the dip on SOAR, type in yes in the chat. Again, just be aware though. 75 is your resistance there. You want to see what's happening, Yogi? Watch. Sonoma is gonna get some random volume now, and that thing is gonna cook about $3, isn't it? Yep, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, yeah, very, very, very. But again, we just had to go down a little bit, right? So and go down to 280 instead of like 85, 280. Just because again, nice round psychological level. But again, I mean, speaking of which, look at what just happened, right? It just again the volume is just lacking on that thing. It's all over the place. And we might just feel that resistance, guys. Again, 25 cents. Don't think that's a big surprise. We all know that thing has resistance at 25 cents. TRNR is looking okay still. As long as you stay above 350, you should be okay. And then 75 cents. This last little run filled at 74. So that 75 resistance is still a problem. Uh, it's 84. Would have, yeah, exactly. It would have hit anyways, right? Yeah. Yeah, because I think the low is that 80. So the only other thing there would have been like a 279, right below psychological level. Here we go, 72. Sounds Nikolai back to work. Okay, sounds good. Have a wonderful day. See you later. There you go, 75. Retesting the highs of the day. Is that gonna break? Is that gonna be a breakout? Kind of looks like it is, isn't it? Hmm. We shall see. 75. Where are you? Or is it a double top? Fighting. TOI. Penny stock? Virus, okay, you're looking for some puts. Let me know. Let me know when you do. Oof. Why is that so slow? Yeah, there we go. And then I was looking at some Walmart calls this morning, Virus, and then just completely slacked on them. Some Walmarts. And then slacked. 345. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it looks like that was a double top, guys, for SOAR, right? Again, sometimes when you the volume is crazy on SOAR, it is, right? So speaking of again, so average volume 1.27 million today. The volume is 290 million. So I mean, again, it is a penny stock, and when it runs like that, people really pay attention and people really FOMO. So, yep. What you want to see now for this thing though is that cup and handle, and then a break above, um, 75 cents, and then we buy again at some point. If it wants to run, it's going to need to break above 25. Alrighty, alrighty. Uh, Interesting. Interesting. Looks like PRFX is coming right back up again. Like this thing is all over the place, all over the place. Halted up, halted down, and now it looks like it's about to be halted up again. Spies playing games, yeah. The entire markets are just kind of confused. Just confused. Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. About to yeah, it's looking like I don't know if it's a put day or just a chaos day is what it is. That looks so much better now, Yogi, doesn't it? Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Just the volume isn't coming in now, but we shall see. $1.34, $1.35, and watch them halt it up. Yeah, BBI. I saw the alert on that one. Maybe maybe some of these AI stocks can stop coming back again. There you go. 140. Nobody knows what's going on with the market right now. Yeah, port strikes going on. Everybody talk. Yeah, yeah. Also, we've had some pretty crazy runs, right? So I think the market just digesting, relaxing for now, or maybe a Santa Claus rally at the into next month. So yeah, we'll see. We shall see. So it looks like we double topped on SOAR, guys, and came back down again to retest that 60, right? So if this thing ends up breaking below this level, and then I think we have a problem. Yeah, let me pull up BBAI. That's actually a lot of green candles. It's not a whole lot of like pumping. It's 16-17%. That's not anything that we should be excited about. Well, I mean we should, but you know what I mean though, right? Nothing crazy, but um, that's a nice little trend. And of course, right, PRFX is now halted up at brand new highs of the day. Brand new highs of the day. Crazy, huh? Crazy, crazy. Santa? No. Santa. Come on. Yeah, looks like Ace. It might finally dip now. Ooh, some. Let me look at Tesla here, virus. Tesla. Hmm. That was a good little break for Tesla at 339. 339. Is that the yeah, pre-market including, so brand new highs including pre-market? Interesting. Very interesting. MSTR is a monster. An absolute monster. What a beautiful run. Wes said it yesterday. Like, this is the only stock that does an offering and the stock just keeps going. It's because of what they're doing with the money, right? Usually when a company does an offering, you're like, okay, what are you guys gonna do with the money? Like, you don't have any cash. No, like, everybody knows what's happening with the monies. Everybody knows. Let's go, Eric. Let's go. Let's go. Very nice stuff. Very, very nice. BTCS. Sounds good. Okay, let me look at the S&P really quickly. SPY actually came all the way from like 581 this morning. Oh wow. What happened to the S&P? Interesting. Very interesting. Yes. Thor is looking a bit fishy now, isn't it? So if you had profits, hopefully you took those profits. Hopefully you took those profits at a double top for SOAR here. Hopefully nobody FOMOed at the double top because that thing just made brand new lows of the day. Your next support is closer to 50 cents, unless we stay above the VWAP, which is a possibility as well. You got slapped by SOAR. That's maybe, yeah. You most likely FOMO'd in this thing than AFC. Most likely FOMO'd. Slapped. Another day of like scalps all over the place, but nothing that's, nothing that just wants to go, 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 go. WeBuy doesn't look like it's quite done yet. It still looks like it might go back and retest that 25-cent level. Grim, Microfloat, I just closed offering a few days ago. GCTK. Okay, perfect. Be safe. Safe travels, Grim. Safe travels. PRFX is on halted, and then it's gonna halt again, isn't it? So nice little pop on this one here. Anybody in the chat holding a PRFX? Anybody FOMO into this one? $156. Yeah, it really isn't, Pyro. It really isn't. Again, like those scalps all over the place, but nothing that's quite clear. And there goes this one. This one's like, oh, you think so? I'm giving you monies. You don't want to take it, Pyro? You are there, Mac. Love it. How to sell partial trades on Weibo, JP? I'm not sure what you mean, but I think you would just, so let's say you had 1,000 shares and you just sell not all of them, right? So let's say I'm holding 1,000 shares of PRFX. If I wanted to sell, like half of it, I would just put 500 shares to sell instead of like selling the whole position. It's gonna ask you like how many shares you want to sell, right? There you go. Look at Sonoma, guys. Funny. Your favorite country? Wait. See, I never asked. But are you from South Africa? Uh, Doche? Is that where you're from? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it looks like we came all the way down and retested the view app for SOAR. Hey yo, Carl, good morning. Yeah, we came all the way down and retested the view app here. Interesting. Very interesting. You have? Okay, very cool. Virus, you know your DNA. Yeah. Oh yeah, WeBuy just destroyed that level, guys. WeBuy said, "Yep, guys, I wanted 25 cents. I'm getting 26 cents." I mean, there goes WeBuy. 24. Okay, 20. Yeah, that's a very nice pop actually. There goes 27. Let's go, Pyro. Well done. Uh, well done. Netflix is making brand new all-time highs again. Wow. Especially after all the rubbish they, I think people are looking beyond like the glitches though, right? People are looking and saying, "Oh my goodness, Netflix, you guys are trending in the right direction. Like, you guys could pull up some pull some pretty big events. That would be pretty cool. That would be very cool." LQR, stupid scam. Yeah. 410 zero 410. Yeah, today's for sure a scalpy day. MSTR looks like it's getting slapped now too. Is the S&P still dropping, or is MSTR just dropping on its own? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, SPY has a lot of resistance there. A lot of resistance, Troy. So it just looks like an incoming slap coming. But if that thing finds a way to stay above 585 at the end of the day today, I think we might have found the bottom. And even on WeBuy, Mac, congratulations, well done. Yeah, Troy, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I know what that is. Like a Plex server. M, are you in a position again? We mentioned this earlier, right? Like if we break below this left hand side bottom, you have a problem. Then your next support is closer to 50 cents. Daily goal, Troy, monies. So it depends what your entry is. M. Hopefully you're not in at like 70 something cents and you're waiting for it to come back up to 70 something cents. Then you're really hoping that it stays above 50, because if it doesn't, then you have a problem. So for now, you can kind of see that it's holding the view up, right? All of these candles are trying to bounce up the view up. So hope it stays above that and then pushes back above 60. Yeah. Uh, uh, a book online about scamming and says he's been waiting 6 months. uh, yep. Meanwhile, scamming somebody else already, Trevor. That's funny. It's funny. Looks like TRNR is bouncing back up again to retest the highs. Hmm. Retest the highs. SOAR is doing a fairly good job of holding the VWAP though. I think it's just having a hard time getting back above the 9. Guardian, yeah. $27. Okay, sounds good. Work on some other stuff. Have a great day as well, Pyro. See you in Discord. See you in Discord. And there goes WBUY. Good sell though. Good sell. At 27 and then drop to 24. La, 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 la. You know, you play the same songs over and over when you can kind of sing the song in your head before the song shows up, you know? I blame Dan. Feta cheese, cinnamon French toast with apple. It really is, Captain, isn't it? Again, there are scalps though, right? It's just not the the crazy chaos we've come to expect, right? Not the chaos we've come to expect. Oh wow, interesting. That does sound like an amazing breakfast. Am I gonna tell Dan that? No. PRFX is halted down this time, so it pushed all the way to $1.80 and then slapped down. Dan does, he does. Unbelievable. Let me look at these small wins though. Okay, we're at 200 and yeah, those are good profits. Good profits. The S&P said, where's Troy? Troy, let me show you the highs of the day, Troy. What if the S&P goes from green to red? From red to green. He is, isn't he? Eating like a king. You loaded something stupid? Oh, virus. What did you load? What did you get into? Tesla? Tesla calls. So 2025, the 5th month, $3. What's that EV stock again, virus? No, what's the EV stock? What's that EV stock? You're selling Tesla puts, Jericho? Okay. Tesla puts. What's that EV stock, virus? I know, I knew it. I knew it. Unbelievable. Lucid. Lucid. As soon as virus said $3, I knew it. This is the rubbish virus is buying. I mean, you have months and months and months and months, on that position. Also, you're kind of buying it like off, like it's 20 cents away from all time lows. So maybe not the stupidest buy, but these guys are pretty trash. The cars are nice. They're nice looking, but other than that, like everything else the company does is garbage. Let me see here. So RBC cuts price target to $2 from $3. I mean, like, why would you do that? The stock is already at $2. This is why analysts are so useless, right? How do you put out the price target on November 19th that you're cutting it from $3 to $2? The stock is already at $2. Anyways, Lucid recalls 1,500 units of Air sedan over loss of drive. Oh my goodness. What's the float on this thing now, virus? I'm gonna talk virus out of this. 888 million. You know where these guys are headed for? They're headed for a split because that float is a lot. Anyways, PRFX is unhalted. Has to be the seriously, Troy. Unbelievable. The only thing that they're ever right about is Tesla, but that's because you bet on Elon, you're eventually gonna win. You know, eventually. I'm not leaving. Uh, yeah, there was all that talk of somebody buying them out. Hopefully, I mean, yeah, they go SOAR, guys, right? I don't think we can say, oh, we're surprised that it's testing 50 cents. No, as soon as we broke below that 60 cents, we talked about 60 cents, right? And here it is retesting 60 cents. So 260 Jericho, okay. 1213, okay. Time. Yeah, so again, if you're still in SOAR, guys, watch 50 cents there. Seriously, Troy. Maybe Elon can buy Lucid, you know? Dustin, what do you mean breaking? Like to the upside or to the downside? If the S&P closes above 585, I think we found the bottom. Unless NVIDIA sucks tomorrow. Unless NVIDIA sucks. But I think we might have, if we're going to push from that level, I think the S&P might say, you know what, guys? Yeah, that's it. So, I mean, 585 is the same support we keep talking about, right? Even though we gapped down this morning below 585 for the S&P, it like I said yesterday, the most important thing is at the end of the day, where is it closing at? Yeah, exactly. That's it. So if that thing goes from red to green, I think yeah, it's gonna cook. It's gonna cook. So I heard it. Trevor, seriously, Mullen and Lucid are gonna merge, and then Virus is gonna hold Mullen. Somehow he's gonna hold Mullen, and then Virus is gonna fall in love with Mullen. Yeah, Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia. Hmm. What is the SOAR target? I mean, it's hit 75 cents twice now, so there really isn't a target, right? Your hope is that it stays above 50 cents because this is your support now. So if it doesn't stay above this level, then you have a problem. I really love Merlin. So you want to see that thing start to curl at some point here, right? It looks like it's about to break below 50 cents, doesn't it? Maybe not. Trying to bounce. So again, 50 cents is your support here. But yeah, as soon as it broke below this previous bottom, yeah, it was destined for 50 cents. So you want to see that thing stay above that and consolidate, and then maybe give you another bounce. BBI is still running random stuff. Okay, nice. Very, very nice. WBUY looks like it's coming back for a cup and handle. 2750 was the last high, so that's going to be your next level to watch. And then BBI. It's super slow. This thing is always going to be slow because it has a pretty big float, but it's trying to come back. Trying to come back. And now WBUY said, hey guys, remember me? Yeah, I'm back to the highs. Back to the highs. Yup. 28 cents. That's a pretty nice curl, actually. GME. Where's Azul? U8 430. Seems like they're playing ping pong. The 5 minute. I'll take a look in a second. I mean, Lucid is going up 1 penny at the time, Virus. So, very nice. There you go. Yes, I can take a look at QUBT. What are you looking for though? Are you in a position or you're looking for position? Alam. Ooh, Lucid. Wow. Lucid is 1 cent. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Anyways, let's move on. What's a good price to buy SMCI? Let me take a look. A good price to buy SMCI was yesterday when Azul was spamming this. Was yesterday. But in terms of like scalping this morning, it looks like your support is 20, so 26-ish to 26.50. 26.50 is what I'd be looking for. So that little 50-cent range for SMCI, that seems to be the level. If not, at this point, if you're interested in this thing, it needs to break above 29. I say 29 just because it's a nice round number, but really anywhere from 28.60 to 29 is what it needs to clear. Alrighty, so now you're sitting in the middle of that range, right? So I don't know if I trusted it at this level, but it's in the middle. So again, closer to 26 or a break above 26, 28.60. Good morning, Raven. It's so a pump and dump. Yes, it is. As much as it's done really well and it's holding support at 60 cents, it's still a pump and dump, right? Pump and dump. So that 50 cents is trying it like it's kind of holding. But yeah, again, like Azul was spamming this thing all day long, right? It was a bit more risky yesterday, right? But Azul was spamming this thing all day long yesterday. SMCI, $20, 21, $20, 21, 22, 23. And good things happened and it went to 30 something dollars. So or $30. And then this morning it's at 28. So yeah. So make sure you follow Azul for more more gamble plays. Let's go Azul. So it looks like TRNR came all the way back down again to 360 support. SOAR is bouncing off again back to 52. And 29 fail for WBUY. Takes power neutral thinking. Is being a who? Make sure you have a plan though, right? Day trading easy. Make sure you have a stop loss. With a rock on the back, they will be strong consumers. Unbelievable. That was a suicide. It really was, wasn't it? The stock was on the verge of getting delisted. It was on the verge of getting delisted, and somehow Azul was in there. And you know what's good though? Azul made $11,000 before the end of the day, and he closed that position before the end of the day. And then when the news came out, he went back in there. So that's good. That's Dan, I have nothing to say. Nothing. Unbelievable. Let's see. Anything else that we like? Tesla calls. Tesla eventually broke above that range. You sold puts though, right, Jericho? So you're green on those puts now, right, Virus? Yeah. Maybe like even some YOLO calls, just YOLO. When everybody doubts it, just some YOLO calls. $100. Good, Jericho. Uh, Trading between you know what's funny, Raven? You know what's funny? Between 2020 and 2022, I got a letter in the mail, Raven. I got a letter in the mail, not an email, a letter in the mail. I was gonna show you guys, but I just thought it was garbage. So I threw it in the garbage. Yeah, I was like, I can't really prove that I lost monies in Mullen because I didn't lose money in Mullen. So then, like, what am I gonna do with it? So, so then that's garbage. A what, Bradley? A what? Ups and downs. Wait, is the market still bouncing like the way that like SMCI is slowly coming back, isn't it? I want to look at SPY though. SPY is gonna go from red to green, isn't it? Of course it is. Yup, of course it is. Look at that. So yeah, the S&P again. So let me show you what we're looking at. Right, this is the level we've been talking about for the last few days now, since last week. Right, it's this retest, of 85, right? 585. So yes, we've been below 585, but at the end of the day, have we closed below 585? We haven't. So it's going to be interesting to see what the market looks like at the end of the day today. And then obviously Nvidia earnings tomorrow. That's going to play a huge part too, right? But yeah, we'll see what happens. So anybody buying the SPY dips, or just waiting for the crash? Waiting for the markets to get slapped? Anybody buy? I know Dan bought some Microsoft. And so did Jericho. Jericho bought the SPY dips last week. BO, Jericho. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's see what happens at the end of the day. We might bounce now only to get slapped later, but we shall see. Okay, let me go back to SMCI. I'm gonna put SMCI and GME side by side here. Bitcoin looks good though, doesn't it? Right, 92. So Bitcoin just keeps going back and forth, but it looks really good. There's really nothing to be concerned about when it comes to Bitcoin. So that high is still at 93.5 basically. So uh, 537. Thinking of selling for profit already. Okay. Jack, yeah. Walmart calls. Yeah, I miss those Walmart calls. I miss those Walmart calls. Yep. I was definitely looking this morning. Mentioned them, but I never took them. So well done. But yeah, BTC. I maybe BTC is gonna break above new highs tonight. Tonight. Drank a double dose of pre-workout in the mirror for 30 minutes. Varys, are you gonna go work out? Are you working out at what time is it for you? Virus. Activity. Okay. 6-4. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I always thought for some reason it was like way later. Not bad at all, Virus. That means you could stay up like the entire time the market's open. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dan's like, have a good workout. You could do jumping jacks on stream, Virus. Midnight? Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah. That's good though. Because you could finish your other stuff, Virus, and then, still be able to trade, which is good. Yeah, SOAR just looks like rubbish, doesn't it? Super weak. Super, super weak. But yeah, again, if you're still holding SOAR, just make sure that it keeps closing these candles above 50 cents. As long as it stays above that 50 cents level, there's a chance that it runs again. There is hope. Hope, hope, hope. Wonder if that's a nice gamble of 50 cents actually. Because that's a pretty good liquidity grab candle there of 50 cents. That is a pretty good liquidity grab candle of 50 cents. Oh, I see. Okay. There you go. There goes the drops. Alrighty. Yeah, Virus, much love. Enjoy the workout. And we'll see you later. Alrighty? Later, Virus. It is very interesting the way these candles are playing around 50 cents. Very interesting. I think we're gonna do a little gamble there. Give it a penny. Let's see. Yeah, BTC. Yeah, it does. It really does, Lorenda. Yeah, 92.4. So maybe no more dips. Michael Saylor is buying all the dipskis, Lorenda. All the dips. That dude is raising money left and right. My concern though is like, what happens when he's done raising money? Like, does it get slapped hard? Because yeah, is there a way to tell, Lorenda, like where majority of like that volume is coming from? Because I feel like that would be interesting. You know, see if he's being a criminal. $115-ish. Okay. Yeah, that one definitely looked interesting this morning. Let's see if we get a double bottom here though. See if we can get a double bottom. These candles are all over the place. All over the place. I hate when like you're looking for, when like the spread, like gets a little bit annoying. Yeah. Take a look in the signal channel, Doche. Come on, give us a bouncy. SPI. By who's Lorinda? Yeah, that's the only obstacle. You actually considering that, like selling everything and just crypto only? Hmm. Interesting. Tell me more. Tell me more. I'll take a look. You're in at 4:30. Yeah, I know you've been asking. I'll take a look. UAVS. So you got in at $3.30. That daily chart doesn't look horrible, does it, Kemp? That's not gonna give me what I want to see though. Did you FOMO into this thing? You FOMO today, didn't you? Yeah. Your next support level is $4, and then below that you're looking for 380. Resistance, 435, and then 450. Those are your next four levels. Captain, thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's tingling vibes. Tingling vibes. Okay. ILLR. Okay, let me take a look. Thriller. Tingling vibes. I mean, as long as it stays above 295, 290. I'm not sure if you're in a position. Are you in a position already? This thing just doesn't have the volume. That merger they've done, it's going to need a bit more volume. But um, are you in a position already, or are you looking for a position over time? Not yet. Okay, so you're still looking for a position then. Yeah, it's coming off a nice bottom. I think if I was interested in this, I would for sure let it break out. So let it get closer to $2 to $3, or let it break above. Let it break above this little resistance that it has. Alrighty, I don't know if this was the same level yesterday, but no, it kind of looks like this level was a base or like a breakdown level. So yeah, so 325 ish. It needs to break above that, right? So either you dip closer to $3, you break about 325, 330 ish. So that little 5 cent range, that's going to be a little obstacle there. So let's see. We're trying for 52 cents here, guys. 52 pennies. Can we get to 53? Give our monies. Let's see if we can break above that little downtrend that it has up there. Huh. Yeah, the volatility on some of those candles. The one thing that I don't like is how crazy the spread is. But yeah, the spread. Doche, did you get in at 52? You said. I think you did, right? Yep. NQ's thrusting. Yeah. Yeah. A BKKT slime. Okay. 53 pennies, guys. Give us more. Give us more, Doche. Give us more. Give us 54. Give us more. Yeah, let me look at the S&P though. SPY is gonna go from red to green. Oh, of course. Look at that, guys. Right? We're now down 12 cents. We were down $2, and I mean we were down almost $4 in pre-market. Now the S&P is down 20 cents. Isn't that crazy? Not really, but what a comeback though. Yep. Not surprised. Meh. Meh. So this gamble of the 200 is definitely working out. Just make sure you don't go red in this play again, right? Make sure you don't go red. Make sure you don't go red. Troy, seriously. Uh, MU virus. Take a look. MU. I think it might have virus. I think it might have. 9650. If we 96. Yeah, because then if we do, we're probably going back to like closer to $90 virus. The SOAR just get a scam candle, guys, after hitting 54. Yup. Uh, okay, there we go. Yeah, that thing said, hey guys, this is all you get, right? Again, this is nothing that you can predict, right? You can look, you can, again, all you can do in the market really is find good entries and then manage those entries, right? You can never control like the other side of this. So um you know, so nice little bottom, nice little bounce, and then the market maker said, yep, that's it. That is it. That's all you get. Looks like WBUY came all the way down as well. Like everything just kind of looks like you can get scalps, but you can't really diamond hand. Not that you should be in the first place, but oh yeah. Okay, back to the spy. Spy green yet? No, not yet. MSTX, we Xena is running. Xena. Luna's at 1350 now. Love it. Yeah, that $10 was perfect. Trash mixed with garbage. Seriously. Yeah, Luna, that $10 was perfect. Perfect. So if you bought Luna off $10 as a swing play, you're smiling. And we said that multiple times on stream, right? Like Luna, from $14 back to $10, that kind of feels like a swing play. One more spike on Bitcoin, and it's going to be looking for all-time highs. Wealth distribution in the U.S. shows that the top 10% of households hold 62% of the country's wealth, compared to 5.7% held by the bottom 50%. according to ABC. So 62% of the country's wealth is held by 10%. That's crazy, isn't it? All the monies are in the top 10%. Crazy, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Shocker. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. It'll be interesting to see like how that number has changed after COVID though, because I think that number really changed after COVID. Like really changed. Yeah. Like some people struggled and some people got a lot richer. Azul. It's safer that way. They're holding it for us. Exactly, Azul. Oh, funny. It's safer that way. Yep, yep. Anyways. I feel like inflation would be worse if that money was distributed in a better way, you know? Just like human greed, you know? Like inflation would be crazy if everybody just had monies on monies and monies, you know? Yeah. Like, yo, Discord memberships, $100. Final dips for what, Mitchell? For SOAR? I don't think so. Oh, you mean for like the S&P maybe? Maybe. Crazy, crazy. So 105 MU call, 12.6, 12.6. Okay. Virus. Yeah, as long as MU stays above like 90, 96.50, I think that's fine. Hmm. Uh, yeah, perfect. MSTX. For the gen. Okay, sounds good, Mitchell. Hey, yo, gaming. Okay. Do you put any stock into gaps on? Yes and no, Dustin. Yes and no. Like we have gaps, especially like this last bull cycle in the market. We have gaps that are just not going to be filled anytime soon, right? Just because the markets had such strong sentiment. So yes and no. I think people, we can often look at gaps when the market is trending in that direction. So all of a sudden, like if the market breaks below support. So as an example, let me pull up the S&P on the daily, and then switch the candles here. Candle. Because a lot of people would look at this. I must want to get rid of that. right? So again, a lot of people would look at this and say, you know what, like there's a gap. There's a gap to fill all the way down into the 270s, 570s, right? So even though we have like the left hand side like price action, right? You could look at this whole like, I mean, on this whatever day this was, I think this was when like Trump won the election, right? Yeah, right. So we went from like 577, 576, and then all the way to 590 basically. So we could look at that and say, right? But I don't think you want to be in a position where you're ignoring like support levels at 585 and other things just because you're looking for a gap, right? I don't know if we have any other gaps on this chart here. I mean, just by looking at the chart, that we've filled every other gap. So maybe, maybe, right? If we fail to hold 585, and then like violence is coming. Violence is coming. That's if we ignore this left hand side, right? But yeah, two session highs. Ooh wee. Yeah, looks like the S&P is wanting to go back up again. Yeah, 2850. 2850 SMCI. Yeah. MSTX was is done really well too. So very nice. Yeah, I mean, these dudes keep buying Bitcoin, so uh, okay. We buys curling. Yeah, it likes 20 cents. Like anytime it gets close to 20 cents, maybe even just the 200 EMA there, Raven. So in this case, that would be 22. So demand zone and then 200 EMA. Yeah, SMCX. Yeah, SM. Yep. MSTR 39 to 42. Very nice. Yeah, no, congratulations if you're holding some of these. I think Lorenda has really like made a lot of people aware of the MSTRs and all the other options, right? Along with Josh and whatnot. So and a whole bunch of people. So that's really good, right? Really good scalp opportunities there. Uh, it's trying to get back above 50 cents, Lord. So uh, there you go. Very nice. Yeah, Raven, did you buy the dip on this or just kind of watching? Uh, 74% of shoppers say they have abandoned their online shopping carts because they were too overwhelmed by all the options. That sounds like a problem. Trump's national Bitcoin reserve proposal odds plummet on Kalshi. Interesting. That might cause a if that fails in the future. It might cause a bit of a sell-off. Like this concrete news, not just the website. 221. Okay. Is a foreign scam. It predicted the election very nicely, though. I think that's why people like refer. People like using it now because it called the election even when the media was saying this and that. Yeah, it was like nope, Trump wins. But yeah, Bitcoin would have a reaction though if it actually came out that reserve was no longer. Yeah, SMCI is cooking. That's a breakout there, 2860, right? So breakout and then boom skis 29. Very nice. What's going on with NCNC? JP, are you in a position or what are you looking for? Dang, SMCI. You're in a, oh my goodness, you did it again, Dan. Why do we do that all the time? Why? Why do we do that? The trend is up. The trend has been up for the last 30 minutes. And we still look for shorts, We do that all the time. And then stretch. Uh just wanted to know. So you get the ability to watch the educational videos, Jay, right? There's so many educational videos that you can watch. You can join the group classes. You have more channels now already. You have more channels with news and the scanners and signals and whatnot. And then eventually the bot will be like the legend level eventually. So I get that everybody that's in stock general has access to it now, but eventually that was always meant to be a legend's future, right? So eventually, not sure if that's end of the year or when, but yeah, yeah. The videos in the education channel. I don't know if you've seen those videos, Jay. You need to watch those videos, right? Or become a gold member, right? Yoga channel, flexibility with plays, grooming, exactly as you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So yeah, if you're struggling with entries and losing monies, well, just become a gold member. Good support QUBT. QUBT. Yeah, the offering price. Okay, interesting. Yeah, look, it looks like it kind of has somewhat of a double bottom there of 250, 245 to 250. Let me look at the daily. I just want to see where that level is coming from. Okay. Yeah, that level is really important. Yeah, two like even if you took a position close to this price, you would just have to close it if it went below 244. Um Yogi. But other than that, yeah. Let's see if you start to get a curl there though. It is a good demand zone. Good demand zone. Yeah, because if that thing breaks below that bottom, yeah, it opens up like room all the way to $2.30, which was the support from yesterday. So today it's 244 and then 230. Thrilla's going. Ooh, Captain, did you get into your position for ILLR? I hope you did. Thank you for the super chat again, by the way. SMCI new highs of the day. But yeah, hopefully you got into that position. Yeah, there goes the breakout, right? So I mean, it eventually broke out. So and then now you're looking for the 350 ACRS. I'll take a look as well. Yeah, the spread on this is a bit sus, but so that's what deciding. Is 23 cents okay? 150 million, really? Oh wow, yeah, 153 million. Huh. It's weird the way that it's moving then. Very weird. Looks like SOAR came all the way back up again, guys. It just had to go below 50 cents, huh? Is it still hitting new highs, Dan? Oh, yep, yep. That's the thing. When the market picks a direction after that initial 30 minutes, it usually just follows that direction. Unless there's news, and some days you're just in a sideways action, but usually, especially if it's an uptrend, I mean, also if it's a downtrend. It is? Okay, that's good then. That is good. Uh, yeah, it is. It is still weird though. Like the spread is still highly sus because the volume is less than 300,000 shares. To $2 Jaspreet. Yeah, saw that earlier. Saw that earlier. Closing. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we've had a bit of a run there, so maybe it's time for slap. Accumulation, manipulation, and distribution each works in a different trading session. What do you know about that? So I have a little chart here that should kind of help with that. I hope I didn't delete it. Dang it, I might have deleted it. No, I haven't actually. So this little picture, right? Um, let me get rid of Azul's message at the bottom here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. So when it comes to accumulation, right? So I think that's your question. So manipulation, accumulation, and distribution. Um, in terms of like accumulation and distribution, Lion, accumulation will always obviously come for the most part like after a major sell-off, right? So it's almost like finding support and then just going back and forth, right? So you notice though that it'll be the same range, but holding that main support level. Like you're not creating brand new lows. Same thing goes for like distribution, right? Like like you will have a major run and then just like up and down at the same level, right? You can look at that and say distribution, but that would be on stuff like this though. Is a lot more reliable on the bigger time frames. Once you start to look at penny stocks or like the smaller momentum stocks, it's a bit more difficult on a smaller time frame, especially. But again, that's what it looks like, right? In terms of manipulation, that I don't know if that's really something that you can look at and say, oh yeah, this is manipulation. I would more so focus on like accumulation and distribution. So again, distribution would be, after a major run, and for some reason you just keep failing at resistance. That's what we call the T-Rex, right? Like it's T-Rexing. We keep going up and down, but it's not quite breaking out. So then, my advice for you is this, right? So let's say you're watching a stock, right? I can find a proper stock to look at. So let's say you're watching something and it's had a run, right? So it's had a run, and then all of a sudden, right, you have the top, right, and it just keeps going like that's the top, but then this is the bottom of the range, right, and we just keep going back and forth like that, right? What I would say you do is focus on the bottom and the bottom and the top of the range. So if we break below the top of the range, that's a confirmation of what it wants to do. If we break above the top of the range, that's a confirmation of what it wants to do, right? That's what I would say like you focus on instead, because like in this range you honestly have no idea what it's going to do. Is it actually just consolidating to break out and go boom? It might be, because we've seen stocks do that, right? We've also seen stocks like do this and then break to the downside and crash to the abyss, right? So then it's 50-50 in this box. So my advice for you would be, when you see like potentially distribution or consolidation, like after a major run like that and it's sitting in a range, wait for the top side to be broken, right? And if you, let's see, if you take a gamble and it breaks to the upside, and you take a gamble and it's going, and then it wants to break back below into that range, just get rid of the position, right? Or if you're really tempted and you want to take a position, look for position at the bottom of this range, but then you also have to have a stop loss at the bottom, like at the very bottom of like the range, right? And then same thing goes for like when a stock is selling off, and then all of a sudden it's just sitting in a range and it's just going sideways, right? What you could do is you could wait for the top of that sideways range to be broken to the upside and then cook, right? Or you could try and catch it off like at the bottom of the range, but then put a stop loss at the very bottom there. uh, oh, yeah. Really? No, no. It's that's funny. Does that make sense, Lion? Does that make sense? Just because again, when you like, I don't know, people would just give like things names. People would just call it accumulation, distribution, like consolidation, right? But you really need to see the price action. Like you really need confirmation. You have an intact. Oh my goodness, Dan. Did SPY just make brand new highs, guys? Yeah, looks like a cup and handle to me. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. And then, like I said, though, in terms of like manipulation, like that's one of those things where, like, honestly, you can't really like you can't really make the math on stuff like that. It's really hard. So yeah. Okay. Let me look at SPY really quickly, and then I'll take a look at ACHRS. Yep. Yep. SPY went from red to green, guys. Like the markets were deep red. Like the markets were so red this morning, so red. So red this morning, and then look at this. We came all the way back up, right? So uh confusion and coming up support. So I don't know. We'll see what the end of the day has in store for us, right? ACRS. Yeah, it looks like it needs to break above like 435. 435. 435. Let me so yeah, that's SOAR, guys. We're back to 54 cents again. Retesting the VWAP. Retesting the VWAP. Yeah. 54.50. Just give me any pillow talk. Nope. Nope. That thing said, oh yeah, you wanna uh Raven? That's funny. Funny. Comes 55 cents. That's a pretty nice bounce. Wow. Good, Raven. Good. Good. Yeah, it's funny that you asked about that because that's one of the things that I keep up as like I have a list of things that I keep up on stream. Like the stream will like you can upload pictures of things you want to talk about as time goes on. And like the market psychology cycle is something that I like to talk about. Like the 10 rules, like we have all of these rules, these trading rules, right? Like having a plan, cutting your losses, never average down, take profits on the way up, don't have a bias, which is what Dan had today. Number three, never have a bias. Always stay grounded, right? Don't look at somebody make 100,000 and you're like, I want to do that too, right? Cash is a position. You don't always have to be trading, right? You could just sit on your hands if you don't see anything, and then yeah, like the four market phases, and then you have the declining and advancing, which yeah. But anyways, and then we have all beginners just trust the process and stay disciplined, right? We have like all these little things that I never really pull up, like the bullish patterns, support, double bottoms, candle types, right? Right, the trend. Uh, I think we've like the 20 EMA is basically like a kernel, or the 9 EMA. We have the little patterns that you look at, from inverse head and shoulder to the bullish triangle and all the different wedges and blah blah blah. Master candle. Someone asked about this not too long ago. Like the master candle is almost like a breakout, right? It's almost like a either or, like consolidation break or like a accumulation break, uh, whatever it is, right? Control your greed, you know, control the damn greed. Take your profits before they go back to the abyss. And then we have this, right? These small gains add up, right? $50 a day, like that's a lot of monies, right? $100 a day, $250 a day. I think we've been skewed by being in this community. A lot of people see a lot of people make like numbers that are off this chart, and they're like, dang it, you know. But like consistency is key, and then you can move it up, right? And then we have the S&P index, right? Market cycle. This isn't the election year, so this one's a bit different. But you can see that October November rally, right? And then at some point we dip, and then Santa Claus rally at the end of the year, and then this, right? How to deal with the bad trade? Close the computer, close the computer, right? And then trading basics. Control your emotions, cut your losses, avoid the FOMO. Practice paper trading, find a strategy, right? Never go all in. Find a catalyst, right? Don't blindly follow other people. Build a watch list. Set your own risk and reward. Track your trades, right? Stuff like that. Price action secrets, check the news. I think this was something that we talked about like a while ago, just having a plan coming into the open, right? Check the news, wait for confirmation, find key support and resistance levels. More candles tell a better story. Yeah, nowhere to place your stop loss, right? You notice how it doesn't say like, okay, you're gonna make money, right? When you get into a position, like I know people like are like, you know what, I want to make monies, but that's never the initial intention, right? Like personally, when I get into a trade or when I'm looking for like a position, the one thing that's at the back of my mind is, okay, like what's my risk here? How much am I willing to take? A lot of people don't think about that. Like I'm gonna go into a position, I'm waiting for the Lambo though. I'm like, okay, no, I'm gonna buy this position, but like the first thing at the back of my mind is, am I gonna lose $100 if this doesn't work? Okay, I'm okay with that, right? Am I good? Yeah, okay, let's take the trade, right? And there've been times where like I'm gonna take a position, and then I'm like, okay, you know what, like I'm gonna buy this stock at $1, but I know the support is at like 80 cents. How much of a loss is that if I take that position? That's too big. You know what, I'm just gonna leave it. I don't really care, right? Or then I'm like, okay, you know what, and maybe I need to cut that position in half, right? So if I set my stop loss at a good spot, then if even if it hits, then that's fine, right? So the element of good trading, cutting losses. You notice how all of these guys, all of these screenshots about like managing your position, right? All of them, like the element of good trading is cutting losses. Number one, cutting losses. Number two, cutting losses. And if you can follow these three rules, you may have a chance, right? Like manage the downside, and the upside will come, right? And then just a funny meme. He bought, dump it. That's what happens when. Anyways. And then again, a lot of these talk about like stop losses. And then this was we had a member that had an Amazon position for 68 cents post splitting, and this was the one time that I went to jail. You know, who was scamming the markets. Right? Look at this. Another screenshot. Right? The whole secret to winning big in the stock market is not to be right all the time, but to lose the least amount possible when you're wrong, because you're gonna be wrong. Right? Uh, oh, that was what is this actually? uh, this is so funny. The year so far, right? Soft landing, no landing, hard landing, credit crunch surely is just a mega cap tech. Like nobody knows what happens with the market, Nobody knows, you know? Like we went from like, chaos, chaos, chaos to like, oh, you know what? It's just a bull market. Oh, funny. And then this was the one time that I went to the lake, The lake is beautiful. Like the summer is nice, and the water is nice. And then this was the one time that Pablo was wearing the Moses 2000s. Anyways, there's so much that we could. Why didn't you show me what these people? I got in that trade. Unbelievable. Sorry, Dan. Sorry. Sorry. I'm apparently in an abusive relationship. Sorry. Uh, to sit on my hands and then take too many poor quality setups. Have to tighten. Amanda, absolutely. It's not as easy as like these screenshots make it seem, right? Because the biggest thing you're fighting when it comes to trades are your emotions, right? That's the biggest obstacle. But you have to find a way to do it, and the more you do it, the less of an issue it becomes. You know, like the more I cut my losses at $50, the easier it is for me to cut that loss at. But like once I let that loss become so big, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Just not gonna happen. Okay, some one and ones in a bit. Okay, 7 more minutes, 8 more minutes, guys, and then we're gonna hop off and go back to Discord. Yeah, Jay, yeah. I knew someone was gonna roast me, whether it was for the picture or for something else. I expected it from Dan, you know. Didn't expect it from Jay, from Troy. Unbelievable. Don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already, please, and thank you. Hit that subscribe if you're new, and if you want to join us in Discord, we're gonna hop off soon. Click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot and come join us. Right, today was more of a scalpy day, like take quick profits and move on. The S&P is still creeping up there, so yep. The markets went from red to green. Well, I mean greenish, greenish. Thank you, Sly. When it says relative volume is high but stock down, what does that mean? So relative volume down just so like it's comparing the volume on that specific time frame to the usual, right? So when it says relative volume is high, it just means that even if it's down, it's just looking at the volume. It's not looking at the price action. It's looking at the volume. So like comparing the volume to other time frames or to the usual volume at that time, it's higher right now than it usually is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Can you do that, Troy? Is that still a thing? I thought YouTube removed that. That was me, Troy. Uh, Russia says Ukraine attacked it using U.S.-made missiles. Signals it's ready for nuclear response. Damn. Can you imagine? Imagine if that happens. Crazy. Yeah, that other stock is cooking. I know we're just looking at other things, but SYRS, right? Again, that's the benefit of being in Discord, guys. Right? So yeah, that thing alerted it, and you guys FOMOed into it, and it's been cooking. So there you go. Let's go. La 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 la. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. We should have taken some spy calls, especially since we knew that or expected the market to come back up. Should have taken some spy calls, especially on the breakout. Uh, per day, okay, 68. Securing your capital, just breed, yeah. You could break that up into more if you need to, right? But yeah, two isn't bad though for that amount. But you can always do more if you need to. Right. So like when you're starting out, like you want to make sure you're taking like frequent trades. Like you're not that you're taking bad trades, but you're practicing more than you know, and you're not diamond handing positions because you only have two, so you need to stay longer. But yeah, uh, they're high. The information is rubbish. Yeah. Yep. Oh, spy calls. You did Archer? Nice. Perfect. So yeah, SRRS 35 resistance there it seems. Lion, yeah. McZ, yep. Looking good. Looking good. Uh yeah, that thing's at 35 cents. Bye guys. Ooh, there goes 36. 36. Uh, 60%, na, 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 na. Get green trade. Green. Double tops. Yep, finally broke it. Well done, Lion. Well done. Seems like a heavier stock, but yeah, 68 million. Might be one of those slow and steady ones, which is not a bad thing. For ACRS. Might come back and retest 435 at some point, but 52, 5, yeah. That's a big ask for a stock with 70 million shares, though. Like it's gonna take a lot of volume to get there. So no, it's not a bad exit at all for you. Not bad at all. Again, let me know if you have any last questions, guys, and then we're gonna hop off and go back to Discord. Already. Let me know if you have any last questions. Uh, Yeah, like I said though, like slow and steady though, slow and steady trend up might be the way for this one. But it's going to require more volume if it wants to get to five. It's already at almost 20 million, but still only 42%. That's because of the float. And then the other one that's still cooking here is SYRS. That thing pushed for 40 cents. Hmm. Archer, you are okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Are you looking for dips on it? Okay. Let me take a look. I mean, that kind of looks like a came back for a retest, like 41, right? It would be nicer, like a lot nicer, closer to $40, $40. But yeah, 41 might have been your dip there. Yeah, I think now you need another dip. You need a dip from the dip. Maybe a double bottom of 41 or like 40.80. So, yep, I see what you're looking at though. So, Lion, this one's still playing with that 450. 450. XYO crypto up 100%. Nice. Welcome, Archer. Welcome. Alrighty, guys, let me go do some one-on-ones. Alrighty. And I'll catch you guys in Discord. Don't forget to smash a like before you go, please, and thank you. Hit that subscribe if you're new. Again, if you're not a member yet and you want to join us, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightball. We're going to be in the channel spamming, trying to make monies. Alrighty. So be safe. Have a wonderful afternoon. And if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out. And yeah, alrighty. Bye, guys. Much love, everybody. Thank you, Dustin. See you later. Shiba. Thank you, Azul. Have a great day as well. Catch me outside, JB. I'll catch you outside. Troy, bye. Enjoy the weather. Winter's coming. Dan, do not go against the trend. I'm kidding. Have a wonderful rest of the day, Dan. Make the monies back, please. Alrighty. And see you guys later. Bye, all. Bye, Turtle. Bye. Bye, Wes. Have a good afternoon. Have a good day. Goodbye, guys.